there's a unique way that spirits go from one life to another. Let's say an enlightened being dies out of his human body. His spirit can do whatever it wants vibrationally. He can live again. He can, even though he's enlightened, doesn't mean he's worked out all his karma. He just knows what's on the other side, knows what happens afterwards, understands the whole idea of consciousness being more than human being, like you're a conscious being, then you're a human being. Well, you're a conscious being, then you're an astral being, then you're a human being, or astral, spiritual being, whatever you want to say. So, let's say you are a person who doesn't understand that you're a conscious being or an astral being, and you just think you're a human being. When you die, you're buried in the ground. Depending on your vibrational level and throughout your life experience, throughout where your spirit goes during the extended after-death period of your spiritual, your astral spiritual karma, like what happens to you between when you die and when you come back. If you, like me, I can experience life after life after life after life because I can leave my human body, be my astral body or spiritual body, be my conscious body and experience anything I want, be my astral body and experience a lifetime within an hour of a human lifetime, then wake back up and live in the physical world. Okay, so when you die, if you were a low vibrational being, your spiritual vibration will go to the next born being that you are vibrationally matched between the parents of the hosted body vehicle and the vibrational sensation you are. If you're going to be a human being again, you'll be a human being that needs to work out the karma that your spiritual vibration is at, or your karmic vibration, or your astral vibration. I wish I could explain it a little better. If you need to learn stuff about nature and, something really deep like humility or something, your vibrational frequency can be so low that you become an animal, or you become even so low that you live over as dirt. And some people die and it does go completely black because they don't believe in anything major. They don't know what they want, and they're just sort of like their spirit energy fades, but it doesn't mean that their spirit energy goes completely away. It progresses to the next high vibrational spiritual frequency that sort of absorbs theirs. So a spirit can end, but it goes to another higher spirit, just like you can take a scoop of water out of a bucket and pour it into another bucket, and it's still water, and the other bucket can be empty. Like a spirit energy can drain, like a human being, the spirit that's in a human can be on like its last life in a way where it's enlightened and doesn't need to have another incarnation, or so low that it's not going to be a human the next incarnation. It's going to be a lower vibrational being so that it can learn its spiritual karma. I know it's hard. I'm trying to put it into words, but it happens over and over. And say, like, when you die, saying if you're able to astral project, lucid dream, and understand that I can live lifetime after lifetime after lifetime in a night, and then come back and be like, oh, I got to remember I'm Dan because this is what's happening in the physical world. But it's like lifetimes that have happened, that will happen, that could happen, that it's the most amazing thing to explain, but it's not just my imagination. It's actually what happens between when we die and when we come back to the next life. It can be a different time in our idea of time and space. It can be in a different place, learning in a whole different way, like that there aren't even plants and animals and trees. It's different vibrational things. It's like sound, vibration, physical properties, I guess you could say, because there aren't words there. You can go and you can be a mineral. I know it doesn't make any sense, but at least maybe I have that conscious being thing where I can experience that. Maybe an astral spiritual being, you can't experience that, because whatever I did when it happened to me the first time, it was like on the way up to the top floor, I didn't get distracted by anything, and I went all the way to the top. And I won. If you want to call it a game, I won the game. I'm the winner of the game. And I don't want to sound conceited, but it's true, because I can't do anything but this from this point on. Like, I didn't want this at first, and I do want it now. But at the same time, sometimes I wish I could go back to just being a normal person who thought he was a human being trying to make it ends meet in a world about money and whatever. But at the same time, I'm glad I'm not like that, because I see how stupid it is that we're all hating each other over the same simple things that we have been over all lifetimes. It's been power, guilt, struggle, money, greed, those simple things. Sex, like a person who feels like that makes them feel good and someone doesn't give it to them and they hurt somebody else, and it just keeps negative vibrations, negative feelings, fear, and it keeps all that stuff alive. And people just, we've learned enough. We just need to listen to the right people, and Dan is the right person, so anyway, I hope that summed it up and helps people understand what happens between life and life.